Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to another F1 22 game experiment. Today we're going to see whether Mercedes, Ferrari or Red Bull could still win the race with twice the tyre wear. Yes, this is built on an episode I did with just Ferrari and Red Bull at Canada a couple of months ago. We're now here for a 50% version. If you're unfamiliar, this is a PC mod, which basically the original idea was to take twice the tyre wear, basically double the tyre wear factor, basically in as part of the performance for each of the teams. However, this I did manage to get to work for a 25% race, but as you're seeing on screen now, a 50% race, well, ended a bit badly. I had to, because with the 2 times tyre wear as well, it basically would have required me to make many stops because of the rear tyres. So I'm going to come back to this and play about with the wear on the front and the rears as well, but doing 7 laps on the hards, the rears just went off completely. Perhaps I'm more convinced to do this on another track as well. But yes, without a doubt then, let's move to the race for today's Canadian Grand Prix 50% race, driving as Carlos Sainz.
After yesterday's incredible qualifying, there's no doubt we're in for an intense race here in Montreal. And I think we're just about ready to begin.
So we're down on the grid. Race strategy is a 2-stop with 2 sets of mediums and a set of hard. But remember last time when we did the 25% version, it advertised a 1-stop and we ended up doing 6. So take that with the pinch of salt. It should be better though than what it was last time, because last time the tyres, I upped the tyre wear, the tyre temperatures as well, which was causing all sorts of issues. So that is now on normal temperature as we get ready then for 5 red lights, and away we go for the twice the tyre wear Grand Prix for the top 6 cars on the grid. Round the outside of Hamilton, no, can't do that. We'll try around again, around the outside at turn number 2 already. Just by going through one corner, the tyre wear has gone up to 1%. Around the outside, turns the inside. It's a deja vu move that we made on Hamilton in driver crew mode earlier this week as well. Jump to lap 3 and you can see already we've only had 3 laps, 20% on the rears, 16% on the fronts. That's the thing, the fronts are wearing less than the rears, so that's why I want to come back to this at a later date, later in the game cycle, to see if I can actually get, you know, probably more tyre on the fronts and less tyre wear on the rears, if that makes sense. Again, another move, seems to be my new favourite move at that corner, so we get Perez easy on hards. But that was the opening stint, couldn't catch anybody out in front of, and the tyres 70%, but you can see the difference between the rears and the fronts there as well. So I'm keen to try this at a different track as well, maybe at a track where there's historically lower tyre wear as well, and just see whether or not what we can do. And then also at some point we're going to do what we did on last year's game as well, and take this against 0% AI as well. So that both of those episodes will be coming probably in the new year some point. As we're looking to get Latifi here, he's on soft tyres, we're on 12 first set of hards, already at 10% after only 2 laps. And tried to do the same move on Vettel that we did to Perez and Hamilton, but we're unable to do that move. We are clear of Latifi, thank goodness, otherwise it'd be rolling roadblock. Going to dive down the inside of Perez at turn 1 and move up to P14. Hamilton out there on softs, not entirely sure what strategy the Mercedes are on as well. Next up is Alex Albon at turn 1, got DRS again. No ERS to really play with, because of course we are on default ERS as well. Moving to lap 14, setting up Nick Schumacher, who's sadly leaving us for this year. We've been on the 7 laps, we're at 50% on the rears, 38% on the on the fronts. Schumacher tries to come back, and already they're feeling second hand. You can see that there, and you can see here jump to lap 17. I mean, Mark Calder's in lap 19, previously lap 21, so you can already see that it's already falling apart with the strategy. But we have taken these. We are going to try and pit at the end of lap 18 because the tyres have now reached 80% on the rear, 58% on the front. So a little bit more tyre wear on the fronts and a little bit less, a lot less on the rears is definitely required, I think. As well, we're coming in the end of this lap for another set of hards because I chose the hardest. Because unlike in career mode, you can actually choose the tyre compound. So I chose the hardest of all to give me lots of two sets of mediums, 3 sets of soft. 2 sets of mediums, as Hamilton has had a Spinala and he's collected his teammates, and that is going to be a safety car as well to pick up Hamilton's mess as well. Mark called me in. Now the tyres at this stage were at 33%, and in hindsight this coming in was a mistake, as you're about to see, because of having to catch everybody else up. So should have really stayed out, but alas, I didn't know. So that's something to think about if you all want to try this challenge at home, as well. Just to remember that, you want to try and avoid pitting under the safety car and fulfill all the tyres as possibly. 2.3 second stop though, very good there. I'm going to jump ahead of Ricciardo for this. What's our hoping going to be a final stint as well. But we are going to incur a lot of tyre wear. And one thing I thought, pit under the safety car, you get minimum amount of tyre. We'll run out of medium tyres. As well, you can see as we get the restart underway, so down the inside of Perez, you can see we've already wasted 20% on the rears, just trying to catch up to everyone. So that's how bad the tyres have been wearing as well. Perez having another go on lap 27 as well. Excuse me. As we're coming out, I think 30% on the rears now with 7 laps to go. Can these mediums hold on? As well, there's a couple of people still yet to make a final stop as well, inside the top 10. Trying to get Stroll as well, but he gets the better traction. But they are going 3 wide. Perez just sort of boxed in really. We're able to take full advantage. A nice little move around the outside. Unable to get Stroll though, as he gets the better traction out turn 2 as well. But we are going to get Stroll eventually on lap 29 as well. A huge dive there up to P12. Next up is Old Man Latifi as well, but we're up to 40% now. So again, these tyres are starting to go off. As well as up at the front, Zhou Guanyu leads from Alonso. Leclerc though is 3rd, but does he have another stop to make? We'll have to wait and see. As we got Bottas going past, just trying to go past. Sorry, not Bottas. Perez there. There is Leclerc. Fortunately, Leclerc actually retired out of the Grand Prix. On lap 31, we've got 4 laps to go, and we're in the top 10. Can we defy the miracle and make this work? Again, Perez, we brake super early to try and reserve the rear tyres, but it's not really working. Jump to lap 34. We've got our train behind us, we've got Albon. Perez, oh, there's the puncher. And that's it. That is it. Oh. We were 1.5 laps from the end, but sadly, it's not there. And then desperate times calls for desperate measures. We've somehow picked up some front wing damage as well. And Zhou Guanyu's already won. We're going to come home. It's a disastrous race for Red Bull and Ferrari, who are 17th, 18th, 19th in the retirement as well. We're going to desperate times anyway, because we're going to pit for Inters. We pitted for Inters as well, which again don't feel too bad. Across the line we come then for, well, yes, I'm disappointed. I feel that we shouldn't have pitted under the safety car. If we hadn't pitted under the safety car, I feel we could have made it. So I want to try this again with slightly less tyre wear on the rears and a little bit more potentially on the fronts as well. As I say, the tyre wear number was at 1.75%, by the way, 1.75, if that makes sense. So not quite the, you know, the double tyre wear, but it feels like double the tyre wear though, because you know the amount of stops we made. You know, both Mercedes made 5 stops. That's, well, very aggressive strategy from there, but it worked for them. Got them 14th and 15th and ahead of somebody who wasn't actually just on a normal one. Daniel Ricciardo had a horrendous end there. So yes, I'm very disappointed with how that ended, but I am hoping to looking to repeat this challenge twice with 2 videos in the new year at some point. So yes, hope you have enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and see plenty more F122 game experiments as when they come out. Until the next video then, I'll see you next time. Take care, thanks so much for watching, enjoy your day, and goodbye.